Uh, Hello friends, good afternoon. This is Pawandeep Singh and I am the Student Recruitment Manager for University Canada West located in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia. So guys, we are here live today with Scorp Overseas, and I would like to thank Scorp Overseas to provide me an opportunity to talk about UCW and some related information about studying in Canada in this global health crisis, that's COVID-19 pandemic. So guys, we'll wait for some more time. Let's more people to join in today, and then I will start the session soon. So in this session, I will try to cover more of the part like study options in Canada, especially in Vancouver, University Canada West. But not only this, I will try to cover a lot of other things as well, like um, why study MBA in Canada? What are the benefits you will drive if you study MBA with UCW? But I will also try to cover few other topics which you might find very interesting if you will be interested to study in Canada in 2020. Also, guys, I will like to cover or take up more of your questions. If you'd be having anyone, you can just post it out here, on the comment box. And I will try to give more of the answers while either in the between of the session or once we will over with the session. So that's how we'll start. So just let's wait for another 30-40 seconds and then I will start my session for UCW. Let's more people to join in here. So firstly, starting the session, guys, I hope that you all are safe and sound and following all the government protocols, to be safe in this global health crisis, which is COVID-19. The situation is not that great as we understand, but in other countries like Canada, definitely situations are getting better day by day. uh, Things are becoming normal, and people have already started uh, or resume their work. They're starting going to their offices, their institutions, their college schools. So everything is back to the normal as soon, as we believe in. All right, so what we can do is, like, we'll start with the session, and either people can watch the recording, or in the between, if they can join us, that would be really great. So guys, as I have just introduced myself, I will gonna introduce again. It's Pawandeep Singh and I am the Student Recruitment Manager for University Canada West located in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia. So guys, you surely gonna find this session very interesting if you'd be interested to study in Canada in 2020, because I'm gonna talk about all the doubts, questions, and confusions what our students are having in their mind right now. I'm not just only gonna talk about my institution or the program. So there are a lot of things to talk about it. So first, guys, uh, before gonna tell you about my institution, I will tell you about where we are located and what we are and when we have started. So that will give you more clear idea that how University Canada West is so much popular among international students. So guys, we are located in Vancouver, as I said, and Vancouver, no doubt, is one of the very popular, study destination for international students because of a lot of reasons. So first, as you know, that Canada is a very cold country, right? In a lot of places, the temperatures generally goes minus 35, minus 40, minus 25 in winters. But if you see and if you come to British Columbia, you will experiencing very decent and pleasant weather throughout the year. That means we never goes below minus. And this is one of the prime reason for a lot of people to choose Vancouver over any other city in Canada. So that means you don't have to stay in a very cold or a harsh cold conditions. The pleasance is very mild, very pleasant throughout the year. You can go for school, you can go for jobs, you can go for studies. So that would not be a problem. It's very easy to cope, guys, in this situation when you don't have to stay back at your home because of harsh winters. Apart from that, in Canada, of course, there are a lot of places which you can choose, of course, and like Toronto, Vancouver, and a lot of other cities. Why Vancouver? Why not any other city? Why not any other popular destination? And why not any other small town as well? So, guys, I'm telling you now some facts about Vancouver city which you probably did not know, and it's they're very interesting facts although. So the first fact about Vancouver city is 40% of the population, those who live in Vancouver, they are actually born outside Canada. That means every second person you meet in Vancouver, they are originally from some other countries. This is how we are able to make diversity. We are able to make cultural diversity in the city. And as Canada is known for its diversity, you can, experiencing people coming from almost 44 nationalities to Vancouver. This is one of the greatest thing to live in any of the community where you can find people and, culture of different nationalities. Second thing, guys, I'm not pretty sure whether you know it or not, because Vancouver is known as the Hollywood of the North. We are the third largest city in North America to make the feature film and to produce the TV serials. So if any one of you would like to make or set your career or having any of the hobbies into the field of entertainment, production, direction, acting, Vancouver is the right place. We are just behind Los Angeles and New York. Apart from that, Vancouver is also the home of the fourth biggest cruise port in the world. We are the fourth biggest cruise port in the world, guys. That means all the import and export, what happens in Canada, it generally happens through Vancouver port itself. So it is one of the good thing, for the students, those who want to make their career in supply chain management, import and export, travel and tourism. So lot of good options are there. Apart from that, guys, coming back to the University Canada West, UCW, we are located in downtown Vancouver, which is the city center of downtown Vancouver. And people will getting a lot of benefits while studying at downtown, and that is how we are so much popular among Indian students. So in downtown, you can find all sort of restaurant, cafes, business houses. So getting part-time jobs and even full-time jobs would not be a problem, right? And also we are very well connected with all the corner of the city. So traveling would be very easy for you. So if you want to travel from one place to another, you don't have to pay a lot. You don't have to travel a lot. You can easily reach to your place. Now, about the university, guys, we established in 2004. We are a younger university, but despite of that, we are so much popular among international students, where we have more than 400 student joins in every intake to us for different programs, right? And if I talk about the programs, first I'll talk about our flagship program for which UCW is known for and UCW is famous among Indian students. That is MBA program. So MBA is basically Masters of Business Administration. It is a very popular program here in India. Of course, thousands of people, they do go for MBA. And also throughout the world, MBA is so much popular. If you need management degree, if you need or want to be an entrepreneur, definitely MBA is something which is required, right? So MBA is a degree which we do offer, and we are very unique, very different from other universities in Canada, those who offer the same program. So what are the difference between MBA from UCW and MBA from other universities in Canada? So first thing is, a lot of institutions, they are having very high requirement as compared to UCW. Like other institutions, they are asking for GMAT. That means for a management degree for MBA, you should having a GMAT. If you do not write it, you will not get an admission into it. Second, you should have minimum 4 years of graduation in your hand. That means you should have 16 years of education. If you are like having 3 years bachelor's degree from India, you're not eligible to get into MBA program in Canada. Third thing, the requirements, the CGPA or a GPA is very high, which is required by the institution. It should be like 70%, like around 68%. There's something like it. But I can say that at UCW, we only require overall 55% in your graduation. If you're having this much, you can easily get into MBA. Another thing, as I said, we do not ask for GMAT. We also accept students with 3 years work permit, 3 years, graduation in India. If you are having 3 years of graduation, BCom, BBA, BCA, whatsoever, you can easily apply for MBA with UCW. Another very common question, guys, that how much education gap is acceptable in Canada? A lot of people, they do ask the same question. So generally, most of the institutions, they do accept 4 to 5 years of education gap after your graduation. But thanks to UCW, that I can proudly say that we do accept 10 to 14 years of education gap as well. So likewise, if you are a graduate and have done your graduation even in 2008 and 9 and 10, and since then you're a working professional and now looking to enhance your CV, looking forward to have a master degree, UCW you can look upon for. This is the main USP where we accommodate up to 10 to 14 years of education gap as well. Not only this, guys, most of the institutions in Canada, they do not accept distance learning programs. If you have done your graduation through distance learning, you cannot apply it. But UCW, we do accept regular board students as well as students from distance learning also. So this is about the MBA program, guys. A 2 years program leading to 3 years of post-study work permit. Another program, what we do have for undergrad students, which is more popular among Indian kids, because after 12th in India, more of the students prefer to get into diploma programs for 2 years rather than going for a degree for 4 years. So a diploma, what we can offer to you, that is Associate of Arts. It is a 2 years diploma leading to 3 years post-study work permit. The requirements again are very less. That is overall 55% we required. And there is no minimum requirement to have in your individual subjects. If you unfortunately having below 50 also in any of the subject, there would not be any problem. Still you can apply. Another thing, mathematics is not required in 12th grade. If you have not studied maths, there wouldn't be any problem. Still you can apply. It's a 2 years program, and then the fee structure is very less. That is only 17,000 Canadian dollars. This is what we offer to our international students. This is our main core program for 12th pass students. Now I'll talk about the USPs, guys. What are the USPs of UCW are there? Why people choose UCW? So the first thing is like the intakes. As in Canada, you probably know that there are majorly 2 intakes, January and September, and some institutions they offer mid as well, like May or April somewhere. University Canada West, we offer 4 intakes in a year. Yeah, that means you can take admission, in January, you can go and take admission, in April, then we have July, and then we have October. So 4 intakes in a year. Easily you can get into it. There's the best part. So throughout the year, we do accept the applications. And right now we are open and accepting the applications for October 2020 and January 2021. These are 2 running intakes right now, guys. I'll talk about now the IELTS requirement or the English language requirement for our programs. So English proficiency test, what we accept, they are IELTS, PTE, Duolingo test. These are the 3 tests what we generally accept, to release the offers and to give you the seat. So IELTS requirement for UCW for all the programs, including MBA and undergrad programs, are overall 6.5. In writing 6, in other module it can be 5.5. So if you are having this much, you can directly get admission into your preferred course. In PT, we required overall 61, not less than 58. And in Duolingo test, which is very popular test these days, because as you cannot take the exam offline. Duolingo is a good part where you can just by sitting at your home with a working laptop, you can take up the examination. So in Duolingo, we accept overall 105. if you are having this much of a score, you can apply for conditional or unconditional offer letter at University Canada West. I have a good piece of news, guys, for you that apart from these tests, University Canada West have introduced our own English proficiency test, that is password test. But password test will be only for June 2020 month. From July, we're not gonna continue with the same test. So this is the test which you can just take up by sitting at your home. And the best part is that likewise in Duolingo, you have to pay $49 to take the test, but password test is completely free of cost. You do not have to pay anything for it. This is the best part, and we'll declare the result in 2 working days. Then you can receive your offer letter. So this is the best part at University Canada West to go on. Also, guys, our application charges for more of the programs are 150 Canadian dollars in general, but these days we are running up with an application fee waiver. So any one of you those who have scored overall 6, not less than 5.5, you all can apply without paying any application charges at University Canada West. So this is the thing which we running up for international students, and that's how, yes, we are very much popular among Indian kids and of course international students. So these are the programs, guys. These are requirements. Any specific? I'm just looking out to see few comments. If somebody will want me to ask any of the question related to this, or the people those who are joining us. So okay, there's a very common question running up in the market again, that what is the impact of COVID-19 on Canadian education? See, it's a global health crisis, guys. So definitely all the countries has been affected by it, and a lot of people have just shifted up their plan to go abroad either in the next intake or in the coming year. But one thing I can assure you, that Canada has picked up in a really good way, and institutions are also taking a lot of measurements and providing a lot of facilities to the international students. Likewise, Canadian High Commission have introduced a new rule saying that if any student can complete their studies of 50% here in India through online mode or a virtual, and 50% in Canada, still they will be eligible to get 3 years post-study work permit. So that means you can still take the admission, you can apply for the permit, and once you get it, you can start your classes online if you will not willing to go abroad right now. So this is one of the really good thing what institutions have introduced for international students. So you cannot lose your year, you cannot lose your studies. Also, institution like UCW, we have already planning to start the session in October 2020. Right now, the students those who have got their visa, either they can go online, or either they can defer their intake in October 2020. So these are 2 intakes, guys, October and January, what we are planning up, and people already started applying for this different programs. So MBA, I can say it's really a good program which more of the people can join us easily. The requirements, again, I'm repeating about the requirement, the USPs, the top 4 or 5 USPs of MBA program. The first of all, we do not ask for GMAT for MBA course. Second, our entry requirement is only 55% in graduation. Third, we do accept distance learning as well. Fourth, we do accept 10 to 14 years of education gap. These are the top 4 USPs to join in MBA program at UCW. Now, if I talk about the placement, because definitely employment is really a big concern for international students, that what about our job placements? So guys, I can proudly say that job placement record or the stats for UCW is almost 99%. So even you do not have to worry about your job, you don't have to worry about your career, it would be very easily. UCW can support you, help you. We have a collaboration with the top-notch companies like TCS, Accenture, Royal Bank of Canada, BC Transit. So you don't have to worry about it. You just need to focus on your studies, and UCW international team will guide you and help you to secure and landing to a good secured career. This is what we offer to international students. So also, guys, in downtown Vancouver, you probably know that It's a city center, so even part-time jobs would not be a problem. Our almost every student, they do part-time jobs easily. Uh, Now, MBA program, what they can offer to you? MBA is not only just a degree, guys. It will give you good salary packages as well. Because there's a very common question among international students that, sir, what is the difference between master degree and a diploma program? So guys, first of all, diploma is just the overview of any subject, but degree will give you the thorough knowledge, will give you a depth information about that industry. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, want to get into a good position in a job, looking for a managerial job, then I can suggest you to go for MBA rather than going for diplomas. Diplomas are just short term. And if I compare the salary packages, diploma holders or a certificate holders, generally they can get around 22,000 Canadian dollars per annum after completion of the course. But UCW graduates, they generally get around 40 to 42,000 Canadian dollars per annum. So you can see the difference. However, the fee structure is also very less. It is almost similar to any good diploma from a good college in Canada. That is $17,000 to $21,000 per annum. However, in other institutions in Canada, it generally starts with 24,000 Canadian dollars. So this is the benefit what we offer to the international students. Offer letter, guys, we release in a very faster manner. In just 2 working weeks, you will receive your offer letters. Another thing which I like to talk about is scholarships, because that's really very, very important. So scholarship, guys, we offer 2 scholarships for international students. The first one is on the academic basis. That means if you have scored minimum 73% in your last academics, then you can apply for this scholarship for up to 20,000 Canadian dollars. And we have a lot of people, those who are getting 10,000, 15,000, 16, 18,000, 8,000, 7,000, depends on a profile. This is one of the scholarship which is based on your merit, which based on your percentage on your education. But another scholarship, which is the only scholarship offered by UCW, as there is no other institution, they do offer scholarship on the basis of SOP, Statement of Purpose. Yes, if you're able to demonstrate the reason to study in Canada, study at UCW, what are the benefits you will debit. So if you put up all of your plans on a paper, you can offer for up to 7,000 Canadian dollars. This is what we offer at University Canada West. So there are a lot of advantages, guys, what we have discussed. I've talked about the programs, I've talked about the IELTS requirement, we discussed about the scholarship, we have discussed about the intakes, the fee structure, the IELTS requirements, the other English language requirements. So these are the things about University Canada West. And as I said, guys, again repeating, we are still open for October 2020 and January 2020. And Scorp Overseas, they are our official representative in New Delhi to recruit students for UCW. If you would like to apply for UCW, you can check back and contact Scorp Overseas. So this is about UCW, guys, from my end. It's very short and sweet, I can say, because I don't want to get more of your time and want to just be focused. I just want to say that please do not hold back your dreams to study in Canada in 2020, because this is the right time where you can take the decisions of your life. This is the time where you can actually have time to look upon your career prospects, the institution, the course modules, a lot of things you can do at sitting at your home. So please do not waste this time and take them, choose the decision wisely. And I hope to see few of you for coming intakes to UCW. So that's all from my end, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And for any of the related things about UCW, you can always contact Scorp Overseas. So please stay back at your home, take care of yourself and your family, and please do not hold back your dreams to study in Canada. Things will be fine soon and better soon. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you.